What secret are you keeping right now? My family doesn't know I walked out of my job nearly 4 weeks ago. I had 2 solid interviews that fell through afterwards and I'm still looking. I think I'll get a call back after the job interview I had today. I'm too embarrassed to tell them because I don't want any more financial help from them. I'm late on rent and broke. The last time I went to my mom's house I stole a couple rolls of toilet paper. I know a couple that broke up about a year ago. They still are friends though and work together and I'm not supposed to tell anyone they broke up. After this long I wonder if it's just a long, elaborate test of my loyalty. Ex and I broke up amicably, and for a good year after we didn't tell anyone. Over time people kinda just figure it out on their own. I don't think they'd get mad if you did end up telling people. But it's at least nice of you to value them enough to keep things a secret if they haven't decided to share them with others. Girlfriend just broke up with me and I'm trying to understand amicable breakups. Essentially, she just doesn't love me in a romantic way anymore. We both acknowledge that we have in the past might in the future, depending on what I want, have an awesome friendship. Sorry for hijacking this, but I'm struggling to see how a breakup can be truly amicable. Like 50/50. Can you provide some insight? I suspect that my conversations with a friend is being sent to my ex, who is trying to bring me down, and I've started to spread false information to that friend to truly see if my text messages is being leaked. 2 years ago on Christmas Eve my mom and aunt got in a fist fight. An hour later my mom was still crying and unloading everything on her mind. She told me she was raped when she was 15. Literally had no idea what to say, just let her speak. Have not talked to anyone about this, but I think about it every day. My heart just hurts for her that she had to go through that. I have a bad case of intrusive thoughts. I'm a normal person, why is my mind so dark? My buddy is planning on leaving his wife, mostly because he found out that his kid isn't actually his, and he suspects the one she's pregnant with isn't either. Nobody knows I'm eating Doritos before bed. That the operations manager at my work, who is account to the core, her name is actually Karen, shocker, is under investigation for several incidents that should hopefully get that snake canned. Also, I was the one in 10th grade that accidentally shit my pants in class and those were my boxes in the trash can in the bathroom. I ate some dollar store cookies yesterday and then shit myself 20 minutes later. This is my favorite so far. Much appreciated sparkly butthole, I admire your sparkle, it's something I lacked yesterday, should have bought some dollar store glitter to go on the cookies then. Next time I'll class it up. Not keeping it anymore. But I was born with cleft lip and palate, so when people asked about my scars, I said I got into a knife fight. I was also like 7 inches taller than everyone and a hockey goon, so all my private school friends thought I was just a badass. My dad kind of sucks as a person. The first time he saw me without a shirt in my mid-teens, he saw the ghastly amount of stretch marks I have in my chest and stomach areas. He asked me WTF they were, and I told him they were from a knife fight. He seemed to believe me, even though they are perfectly proportional on both sides. I was pushed onto prescription amphetamines around age 13, and they caused serious weight loss. When I got out of high school, I went from 130 to over 200 pounds basically overnight because I stopped taking Concetta. This will naturally cause a human body to go, wait, WTF. Turns out we need to eat. My shoulders, thighs, stomach, and back are covered in serious stretch marks from that transition. I look like some type of tribal warrior who had stuff carved into them in an adulthood ceremony, but who also really likes Lay's salt and vinegar crisps. I really like my best friend. She's just got out of a long-term mentally abusive relationship. Now's not exactly the right time to say. Good for you for realizing that she needs time to heal. Just continue to be there for her as a friend for a while before you tell her your feelings. Best of luck to you. Last Christmas I had to go to the ER because my nuts hurt extremely bad. Told my parents that they just started hurting out of nowhere. I actually tried doing the destroyed December thing and I busted 6 nuts in one day. I was at the ER for 3 hours and they had to take an ultrasound of my balls. I just graduated from college and now I'm really depressed. I'm supposed to be looking for a job right now, but all I want to do is sleep. I'm currently going through this as well. Me 3. I feel empty and quite useless, to be honest. I have a chocolate bar in my backpack. It's mine and I rarely have chocolate and I'm not sharing it. You devil you. Worst one on here. Lots of negative comments in this thread. Here's a positive. My coworker is going to re-propose to his wife next month on vacation with a new ring and then marry her on the beach. He's a total hard-ass, non-emotional type, but he was so giddy when he told me. She doesn't know, of course. Rachel and Mark are hooking up and nobody else in the department knows except me. Wait till Ross finds out. He always suspected. They were on a break. My sandwich. I've hooked up with my best friend's older sister a few times. Sean Spencer, is that you? That's messed up, right? You know that's right. Mon son. I really want to kiss my friend. He has nice lips also. When he hugs me or something, I like it. It looks like I don't, but I do. I really do. You phrase things in a very adorable way. Good luck to you. That I'm so lonely after moving to a new city for a girlfriend who broke up me 2 weeks ago. Got to put on that brave face. I was married to my ex for 8 years. Drove her to Alaska from Virginia in late 2017. We went because she joined the Air Force and got stationed there. She went on deployment about 6 months after being there, and when she came back 6 months later she dumped me. I had to live in her house and drive her to and from work every day for 2 months before I was able to leave. Now I'm living in my parents' spare room and all I have is my computer, my car, and my tools. I'm lost and I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. It only gets worse for me, so I feel like I'm afraid to do anything with my life. Because whatever I do or however hard I try, things get taken, broken, or fail on me. I have to pretend I'm good every day and there's nothing good about each day. My depression hasn't actually gotten any better, and if anything has gotten worse. I felt so fucking guilty anytime I'd talk to one of my friends about the way I feel, and I couldn't take it anymore. So now they all think I'm doing a lot better and I don't know what to do with myself. Edit. I should also mention I lost my job at the start of the year and due to that no longer have money or insurance and can't afford therapy or my prescription anymore. Thanks for all the advice and well wishes. My wife might be pregnant and she is really against me telling anyone, including family, until the 3-month mark. Even though we might be buying a house soon, so 2 very big expenses starting at once scares the shit out of me. We rent now. Update. My most upvoted comment, thanks. She told me yesterday after I made the post that she was spotting and I figured that's normal, but this morning she told me that it's full on period time. This relieves me, but she's not feeling the best. She was late by 3 days and we had just put 2 and 2 together. Also the house we both really want dropped. They're asking by 3% to something that is still at the top of our range, but not as bad as we thought. Throw away because duh. I committed fraud to get out of school. I legit faked my mother's death certificate so I could leave with little repercussions after the ad drop period. Told everyone my mom died in a car accident and I had to leave to take care of the estate. I am doing much better mentally now. I recently explored a kink of mine that I'd wanted to try for a long time, and I hated every second of it. The trouble is that the woman I did it with is a close friend who essentially did it as a favor. She asks me how it was, and I have no idea how to say it felt weird and gross. So now I feel like a shit friend. I told my teaching job that my husband got a job in another city so that I could break my contract and still keep my certification. We even faked a letter from the company and gave an address in the city to prove we had it all lined up. Whether they bought it or not I don't know and don't care. I don't even know if I'm still certified after all that. All I know is that that place was killing me and I technically had the right to walk out and never come back, so screw it. I'm currently working in a cafe and I work pretty hard and have more experience, so I get paid a bit more than other staff, and they found out. This has changed how a few of them treat me. But they don't realize I'm in the process of buying the business, and how they treat me and act is going to influence if I renew their contracts or not. I'm low-key depressed as F trying to save enough money, like 15-25 grand and just disappear. If all goes as planned I should vanish sometime around April 2021. Nice try, mom.